name's Richie from Mustang Auto Parts, and this is my 1970 XW Falcon 500. So we picked up this XW 2 years ago. It was almost beyond repair. It was very, very rusty. Had obviously been sitting in a paddock somewhere for a long time, which sort of made it the perfect project for us to, I guess, showcase our products and test them and see how they fit. We covered the whole thing on our website, on our blog. It goes right from the very beginning as far as, you know, sandblasting, rust repairs, etc., right through to what you see behind me at the moment. If you check out our blog, you'll see the complete list of parts that went into the car, usually listed at the bottom of each post. The XW started its life as a plain old 6-cylinder, 6-seater, Grecian Gold Falcon 500. I decided it's a perfect blank canvas to have a bit of fun. I wanted to make it into a factory K-code Falcon 500. I had a bit of fun with the color as well, so went a teal glow rather than the original color. White interior. I wanted it to look like it rolled off the factory floor like this. As part of trying to showcase our products, we used all original panels on the left-hand side of the car, and we used reproduction on the right-hand side of the car. So that includes repo, guard, doors, door skins, lower rear quarters, etc. Whereas the left-hand side is all original steel, bar, door corners, little patches on the lower guards. I actually had to source a better guard and a better door to make it all work. Fortunately, the experiment went really well because most people can't even pick which side's which is a testament to the quality of the products. This whole build wouldn't be possible without my mechanic Nick. He did literally all of the work. We worked together as far as planning and working out the little details of how to make this car come together, but he's really the man behind the build, so I'll let him go over the technical details of the build.
I'm Nikita, and I'm the builder of this XW behind me here. So in this car, the driveline that we've picked is basically a GT rep. So it's got a 351 Cleveland 2V paired with a C4 transmission and a 9-inch diff at the back. With the engine in this car, we did a full teardown on it and replaced the pistons, all the bearings and all the seals, paired with the lumpy cam, a 600 Holley and factory exhaust manifolds and 2 1/4 exhaust. We changed from a column shift to a floor shift. Again, had a few issues trying to source all the parts to do the conversion and get everything right. I had to change this car from 6-cylinder to 8-cylinder wiring, so that involved a full strip down, restore of all the wiring, new fuse box kit put through it, and everything put back how it should. As well as restoring all the wiring, converted it to a GS dash as well and GS steering wheel to make it a lot nicer. With the engine bay on this car, we spent a lot of time researching the correct finishes on the engine and bolts, even the zinc coating on each one. We even tried to get all the correct stamps in the factory locations. With the suspension in this car, we replaced all the components, refinished a few of the items, did all the correct markings, and also rebuilt the brakes to get it looking like factory.
We went with GT suspension, so GT springs and shocks, which lowers the car a bit, but not to, you know, on its arse. So it's got a nice stance to it. It looks good with the factory wheels that have been widened. So the car originally came with a white roof, and I really liked the look of that, I guess, sort of grandpa-ish look, if you like. So I decided to keep the white roof. The last piece that tied it together was the roof sun visor. It's just period correct for that vintage of car and I guess the type of build that I was going for. I really didn't want it to be like a GT or a GS. I wanted it to sort of represent that Falcon 500 feel. By that same train of thought, I kept it 6-seater as well. It just matches perfectly with the grandpa-ish look. Some of the tricky parts of building this car was actually trying to find enough information on Falcon 500 specs and concourse finishes.
It was a bit difficult to try and match up finishes and other components just to make it look right and how it should.
There's a lot of information out there about GTs, GTHOs, etc., whereas not as much on a Falcon 500. So it took a bit of time to try and find all the proper finishes and correct bolts and paint markings, all those little details which you can't find that easily for a Falcon 500.
Overcame most of the issues by calling friends that we know that have built concourse correct cars or were on the assembly line at Ford to try and get the correct finishes and really button it up nicely.
We set ourselves a goal of trying to get the XW to the Queensland All-4 Day. We only had a few little bits and pieces to sort of tidy up on the car, but we made it and we entered it into the privateer class, and to our surprise we took out first place, which was absolutely incredible. A big thank you to all the organisers there, and it feels, I guess, validating to some degree for all the hard work that we've put into this car. Feels great to finally have it on the road, have it registered driving. It's been a struggle to get it to where it is. It's been a bit of a fight towards the end, but we got there and it's beyond what I expected. For now, I just want to enjoy the car. I want to load the boys up, take them down to the pub, you know, park it at the local, enjoy the car for what it is and all the hard work we've put into it. I do have my eyes set on a fastback, but for now, I just want to enjoy it, just want to get in and drive. I'd like to thank everyone who followed along with the build. As I mentioned earlier, it's on our website on the blog. If you have any questions about the build or the products we've used, feel free to drop into the store, drop us a message, give us a call. We're happy to help. And yeah, follow along for the next build.